Okay, we are gonna officially open the Arboretum, the I.AM.LIFE area. My name is Halcyon, and it is an honor to be welcomed here. Let's do this. We had a long journey to get here. We have dirt under our fingernails. We have a story about what should and shouldn't have been. Let's just take 3 breaths together and just get present. In through the nose, out through the mouth.
Look at you, brother.
This perfect now, this perfect present moment where all things happen, where life takes place. When we can discipline ourselves to be present, then we can call into the now, the awareness that brings us joy. We can call in the story that lifts us up. We can be disciplined and take the story, the thoughts, the beliefs that cause us suffering, that make us shrink, and we can just and be open to receive whatever perfection is flowing through the now. We can be of service to whatever impulse and energy calls through us that we can then give to the world. Amen. So I want to just take another moment of gratitude to everyone who has taken their effort, their planning, their love into making this space. Thank you. And then a humble reminder that we are all responsible. We are all hosts of this event and this experience in every moment. As we go through this entire weekend, we are the hosts. We are responsible for lifting up, for increasing the experience and joy for everyone. And it is that idea of being of service, I think, that draws so many of us together, that brings us to this place of giving joyfully. And I want to just touch a moment on the idea of service without sacrifice. When you first start to realize that what brings you joy, what you're here to do is be of service, it becomes very tempting to be a martyr, to give, to suffer, because who am I? But when we tune into the divine self, when you realize that the I that you are serving is the divine I, then you better goddamn be selfish. You better nourish that self. You better bring yourself joy. And actually that joy is not a selfish joy. That is your biological dial tuning you into when you are in alignment. Just as pleasure is teaching you the right thing, just as pain is teaching you the right thing, joy is teaching you the right thing. If you look around at these people, this place, if you are in that place where you have been looking for a sign from the universe that you are on the right track, this is fucking it! And so, I think it is our challenge as those who are cracked open, that those are awakened to realizing that, yes, we're here to be of service. Yes, our joy is connected to others' joy. It is our challenge to ride that balance, to ride that joyful experience of finding opportunities to give. And seeing the world not as a place filled with challenges and obstacles, but as opportunities to learn and to give. Learn and give. If you've got nothing, if everything is perfect and everything is worked out, well then you're done. What's the point? But when you've got those challenges, it's like, thank you, that's why I'm here. You fucker! Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you. Oh, what a powerful teacher you are, asshole. That shift. Who's snapped in and out of that shift? Yeah. Yeah. It's in and out thing. And so I appreciate all of your assholeness. Thank you for taking that stance.
I like your ass.
Yes, thank you.
I like your ass.
Abundance.
There's a... I was just... Elijah just mentioned something about the idea of being a color whore. And is that... So thank you for the idea of a color whore. I had an experience a while back where... Now, you wouldn't know it from looking at me, but I've had a tendency to be flamboyant. And there can be a challenge sometimes when you feel like I am a bright, vibrant, flamboyant light in the world. How can I also be humbly of service in the world?
Yes.
And I struggle with that sometimes until I had a very powerful explanation from the divine where he grabbed me by the lapels and said, listen, dude, the makeup of the painting is in my hands. I got the paintbrush. I need all colors. I need lots of bright colors to make this painting awesome. Just let me paint, and you just be the paint.
Yes.
So thank you to all you vibrant colors for making this painting so fucking gorgeous. Oh. When we surrender to that place of being paint, and sometimes letting go of the fact that, ooh, that's not inside the line that I was planning. That's not what I thought it was supposed to be. That's when the magic happens.
Yes.
In that trust, in that allowing for things to fall apart, from the breakdown so that we can break through. And just as a personal, I just had a conversation with Jamaica where I was like, talking about where I'm at in my life right now, and just as a like assurance and a personal like yes we can to everybody. I had an experience 6 weeks ago where I was recruited by this Wall Street company and said I don't want a job, and they said please come work with us. We are like you, we are connected like you, we are driven like you, we feel and want to be of service in the world, and we need people like you to keep us on task, so that while we are of service, while we do good in the world, while we make resources, because that's how the world works, how can we also do it from a place that makes it so that when we look our children in the eye, we can say, I'm making this world good for you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean that they give you a paycheck to skip around and make beautiful places and sing and dance and get high as a kite. Although if anyone's hiring for that position, I still have some openings. But it means that we can find a place where we can be of service in our talents, sometimes for a corporate entity, but doing so from a place where we are in integrity. So that we can give our energy sometimes to something that we might not even understand totally the entire purpose of this big entity, but we can do our role in integrity so that we can be a part of something bigger and have faith and have trust that if we do that, if we let go of our intention of what the painting looks like, if we can get in touch instead with, this is my mantra lately, is be present, have integrity, align with love, and then let go. And then take the next step. Be present, have integrity, align with love. Make the next decision. Be present, have integrity, align with love. And sometimes you look up and you go, this isn't where I thought I was supposed to be. This does not look like what I thought it was supposed to be. If I got here by doing those three things, being present, having integrity, and in line with love, then I'm where I'm supposed to be. And the obstacles or the challenges or whatever is happening in that moment is part of the painting. It's part of the divine plan. And then you can have faith that whatever that's happening, whatever struggle, is exactly right. I don't know how much time I'm allowed to talk. I have a tendency to just keep talking. I talk for at least an hour a week, and so when I get once a year to talk to you people, okay. Well,
Maybe we should.
I would like to take just a moment.
There is an intention setting ceremony at the Intention Tree Lucidity Festival wide. So let's go.
Let's do that. Okay, so
as a procession.
so before, okay, we're gonna do a couple more minutes, and then we're gonna walk together to the
Perfect.
intention setting ceremony at the Intention Tree. And along the way, you should try to hug as many people in this group as possible. Before we go, I'd just like to take a couple seconds, and if you could, just look around this room or this space and try to catch the eyes of a couple people and realize that when you align with love and when you act in integrity and you are present, the divine plan will pull you to places like this with people like this. And when we can remind ourselves that when it's tough, that yes, it brings us to places like this. This should be fueling us, giving us that fire so that we can be of service in the world, not from a place of depletion, but from a place of empowerment. As we act from joy, the universe itself is empowering us. As we act, we get energized, not, ugh, I have to, I need to fight this darkness. No, I need to shine my light.
Woo! Yeah.
So if you do me well, on behalf of the universe, do us all a favor. Let's grab yourselves by the shoulders. Oh, thank you, body. Oh, for all these sensations. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for this front row seat at the unfolding of the universe. What a planet, what a place, what a time. Thank you.
Thank you.
And as I'm grateful for this shell, I'm aware that beneath that is another shell, my personality, my identity, all the labels I wear. And I appreciate it too, just as I appreciate my body, as it gives me an experience. It gives me a way to have an adventure, a game, a way to interact with all these other players in the game. But that too is just a shell. And beneath that shell is who we really are. That divine light, that shining warmth that is identical in each one of us. And as we go into the world and we sometimes have conflict with others, remember that that's just the clack, clack, clacking of our shells. That beneath every shell, from Fox News correspondent to asshole neighbor, beneath that shell is that bright shining light. And if they're not doing the work, you need to love deeply at them. You need to shock them. Shine your love at them so hard that their shell starts to crack just a little. And as we let our light out, as we align with integrity, as we align with love, as we get present, we have no choice but to let our light shine and to start cracking our shell, and that rippling will crack their shells. And that rippling, without looking at what the painting looks like, without knowing what the path ahead looks like, just having faith that that rippling is what we're here to do and will lead us to where we're supposed to be. Let's take a breath together in through the nose. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb, all the love warriors present and all the love warriors in our lives, happy Hug Nation. Thank you for being here. Welcome. And on behalf of this space, we have opened. It has begun. So let's make our way to the integrity tree and continue this sharing of our hearts.